especially like if they do the breakups online, when they're like, oh my goodness, he's not being this person for my kid. Like, why take it to the internet for the world to see that you and the father of your kid are not on good terms? Like,
yeah,
aren't you embarrassed by that?
Yo, what's up, YouTube? Back here again with another episode of Chisha Zed and Friends. I'm back here, of course, with By Felici from the By Felici YouTube channel.
Guys.
So, guys, today we're going to be talking about something that happened Father's Day. Now, I'm a little bit late at this, and I almost was going to let it go, but I got to talk about it. So, this last Father's Day, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed, right? Saw a post about Drake on the Shaderoom. It was his the mother of his child, wishing him a happy Father's Day. And she posted a picture of him holding him as a baby. You know, pretty cool picture. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. Went down to the comment section, go check out what people were saying. You know, that's a natural thing to do on Instagram. And all I see are all these comments of people like saying, oh, why aren't you guys referring to him as a baby mama, right? Why aren't you referring to him as a baby mama? What, because she's white?
Right.
I saw that. Dude, come on. I'm scrolling.
I think that's ridiculous.
People are like, oh, why? You know, when it's a black mother on here, you guys refer to her as a baby mama, but because it's Drake and she's white. And it only took me a couple seconds to really sit down and think, like, let's be completely transparent here. A lot of these women, when they do make it on the Shade Room, it's on some drama shit.
Yeah, they're not really like holding themselves in like really good, like a really good light. They're doing some crazy things.
I'm just saying, how many times do you see a woman, and I know it's Father's Day and we really haven't seen her celebrate him like that, but most of the times when we see a woman appear on the Shade Room, a mother, right, a baby mama, whatever you want to call it, appear in the Shade Room who happens to be black, it's about some drama.
Yeah.
Right? And my thought was like, maybe it's not because she's white, right? Maybe it's because a lot of you women like to embarrass your men, right? And post about them on Twitter. You know what I mean? How are you going to complain that your kid's not eating? That's embarrassing. They'll get online and say things like, "Oh, he hasn't paid for any food. If my child hasn't eaten in 3 days, you haven't seen him in a month."
They kind of like bash the father of their kid and just kind of make it sound as if they're like not really doing the fatherly roles
publicly.
Publicly, but it seems as if Sophie is kind of like from what I can see in the comments, she's unproblematic. She kind of like stays to herself. She does her business. You know, it's porn or whatever, but you know, she handles her own or whatever.
Is she still doing porn?
You know what? That's not something that I know. I watch it.
That would totally change my perception of her, because at this point, I'm like, what, are you doing this because you enjoy it? Like,
well, that was what she was doing. That's what she was doing. She was a porn star.
Doing porn.
I don't think
I'm
she is.
sure.
I don't know too much about her. I just know she's Drake's baby mama. She's quiet. She kind of stays to herself.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Regardless of like the whole white people want to like jump and make it a race thing. And I know majority of followers of the Shade Room are black women. And so I can see how they would immediately jump to the race thing. But I think it was reaching. So what do you think women reacted in that way, from your opinion?
Why do I think they reacted that way? One, it's a race thing. Like you said, most of the followers on the Shade Room are black women. So they see the Shade Room calling this white woman, you know, mother of his kid or baby mother instead of like baby mama. But
it's triggering.
I guess it's triggering because
I think they're triggered because she's white too.
I literally think it's just because she's white. And whenever, I guess, I tried to scroll down some more to see if I could see whether the Shade Room was calling only black women baby mamas, but I wasn't unable to see that.
So here's what I found out. So first I want to read the top comments. Top comment says, so the picture of Drake, of course, and the top comment said, "Best baby mama ever, quiet, respectful, not like these crazy ladies." or crazy ladies are spelt weird or whatever.
I think it's pronounced class. So that sounds like a, okay. So like, I think when I read it, it's pronounced as class. It's a Asian thing. It means like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like class means like dirty.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Some Creole. The second one said, so he's been there since the beginning. I knew it. And I thought that comment was cool because, of course, I thought of Pusha T, you know, and people like claiming that he hasn't been there for his kids since he was young. You know, the next top comment said, the calmest baby mama I've seen. You know what I mean? People understand, man. She keeps to herself. She's not over here posting crazy things on Twitter. That shit's embarrassing. I would personally, that's a nightmare. Just imagine like you're known by millions of people. You get into a fight. Next thing you know, it's on the Shaderoom.
Your business is all over the place.
Exactly. It's on the Shaderoom when you walk out. That's what a lot of these guys do it. Now, I know there's a lot of dusty fathers out there, baby daddies. I'm not going to excuse that. I know there's a lot of men out here who have children, like they're planting seeds, you know, in a farm or whatever, and they don't take care of their kids. But overall, I think in this situation, man, those women overreacted.
I think so too. I think it's definitely an overreaction. Like, baby mama is specifically centered around the woman's behavior rather than her skin color. Because
I think we're in a weird time right now where the phrase baby mama is kind of turning into like an insult.
It has been for a while.
You think it's been that way for a while?
Ever since I can remember.
Or maybe from your perspective. From
my perspective, from what I've known.
Other women kind of wore it, just took it like, oh yeah, I'm his baby mama or whatever. They just kind of, they would joke about it. Really. I've heard girls kind of just talk about it casually in conversation. Like, that's my baby daddy. Well, I'm his baby mama.
They say that, you know, that's my baby daddy, but depending on the situation between the man and the woman, if they're like on good terms, they would not want to be called a baby mama. You only really refer to like a girl that you're not really on good terms with as a baby mama if it's like kind of like rocky between you guys.
So like most single mothers then. Yeah.
Well, if it's rocky between them, then yes. But like if it's like a good co-parenting situation, then it's like more of a respectful thing to say the mother of my child, something like that, or the father of my child. I feel like
the term is becoming more like embarrassing now, especially with platforms like these and this one. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of these now coming out. Kevin Samuels over there, you know, making it obvious to like, hey, single mothers, get it together. You know what I mean? 70% of children being born out of wedlock. I think it's more. I think it's like 76%. But it's getting the credit it deserves, which is bad credit.
I agree.
Credit. On this post was the first time I ever saw the Shaderoom actually comment and like defend something they said.
I didn't see that comment. I went down pretty far, but maybe I passed it or didn't see it.
They said, we stopped using the term baby mama for everyone in 2020. So apparently they just stopped in 2020 using the phrase baby mama. And they actually said, we have posts of Sophie, right, where we used to refer as the baby mama, but not anymore. But yeah, overall, thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a ridiculous thing.
What women can learn from this is men don't want you to embarrass them in public. I think they should still call baby mamas who embarrass.
If they deserve it. Yeah.
If they deserve it, who embarrass their men in public. There's places to go to report your man if he's really not taking care of you. Because I think a lot of that shit's just petty.
Like, right? It's something that I've never understood. Like, why take your drama to the internet for people to see?
Yeah,
it's really ridiculous to me. Like, especially like if they do the breakups online when they're like, oh my goodness, he's not being this person for my kid. Like, why take it to the internet for the world to see that you and the father of your kid are not on good terms? Like, yeah, aren't you embarrassed by that? No? Okay.
I feel you. The other, and then I saw the women who were like commenting like, oh, Drake must not be problematic, and that's why things are so calm. Well, maybe the woman herself is not problematic, right? It's always this taken away of like responsibility from the women. Oh yeah,
can be very problematic.
If there's no drama, then Drake must be a good guy. No, maybe the mother of his child is cool, and y'all can kind of learn from that.
She's understanding all that stuff. You know, they're having a really good co-parenting situation. They're on good terms. It's not like it's not that she's not getting her way. They're just understanding how to maneuver this situation. I don't really even know if they're dating like that. I don't think so, but like they just understand how to maneuver the situation as parents. Maturity.
Beautiful to see. My final point is, somebody said, if you had everything you needed, then of course you wouldn't complain. Why do women, right, and in this context, in our community, Black women, need you to be a superstar, $1 million man to get some respect from you, where you're not going to go out in public and embarrass him? That's not a good argument.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah, he's rich, so of course she's not going to be complaining and trying to embarrass him.
Because it's not that you're only embarrassing him, you're also embarrassing yourself.
Exactly. You're embarrassing yourself, and the man, to get some decent respect from you, shouldn't have to be a millionaire and some famous person. So stop at the excuses, people. We got to do better. We can learn from situations like this. And I wanted to make this post back on Father's Day, but I just didn't get the time. Things were going kind of crazy. But Felici, thank you so much for joining me in this conversation.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you for having me again.
Listen, guys, if you've been watching my videos and you're waiting for a time to subscribe, the time is now. Subscribe down below. Also, like the video if you appreciate the content. Let us know what you think. My name is Chisha Zed. Until next time, we're out.
Bye.